All right, thanks, guys. We are going to start off with some NHL action for Monday. So let's go ahead and slide into it, beginning with the Oilers at the Sabres, 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop in Buffalo. The Sabres open the betting as the $1.50 favorite, total open at 6. And since those markets opened this one up, we're actually seeing a steady and consistent fade of Buffalo in the early going here. Actually, a 25-cent fade of the Sabres. That's going to bring them down to minus 125. So once again, Buffalo open 150 down to minus 125. Totals at 6. Right now, Edmonton's plus 105 on the money line. Buffalo plus 195, laying the goal and a half. We have Koskinen projected in net for Edmonton. Linus Ullmark projected in net for Buffalo. Now the Sabres are 19-9-4 straight up on their home ice. They're winning 63% of their games as the official home favorite. Edmonton, on the other side, completely different story. They're 5-12 straight up in their games that was played at the current market price. They're also winning just 39% of their games as the official road underdog. Edmonton ranks 24th in offensive scoring. They also rank 27th in offensive shots. Now, total-wise, Buffalo's 19-13 to the over on their home ice. They're also 19-9-1 to the over when Ullmark makes the start. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward the home favorite in this one. Give me Buffalo minus 125 and the over 6 goals in that matchup there. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. It's actually Sunday at the moment, but had some free time. Figured we'd go ahead and bang out some of these Monday games. Fiance's cooking some dinner right now, so if you hear the buzzing in the background and the beeping, those are stuffed peppers tonight, by my request. So anyway, I wish you could actually smell how good it smells in here right now. But anyway, before we go ahead and move on, just want to remind you to check me out on my website. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. We're doing absolutely awesome right now. We're 4-0 straight up in our last 4 picks. We're also posting an incredible record in the NBA in the past couple of weeks. You can access that for free. Just go to patreon.com/BrockPage. That's a part of that free content. And if you want access to the daily best play, it's only going to cost you $1.99 per month. So all you got to do, hit that pause button right now. Open up your browser. Type in patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take a couple of seconds. Link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're watching me right now, as always, I cannot thank you enough. You most certainly make it all worth it. And with all that said and done, let's go ahead and knock out this next game. Very short slate of NHL games for Monday night. And as always, all starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got Maple Leafs at the Flames. This is going to be a good one. 9 o'clock puck drop in Calgary. The Flames open 135, total at 6.5. And since those markets opened this one up, we're actually seeing a 10-cent fade of Calgary at home when it comes to the money line. They're down to $1.25. So once again, the Flames open 135 down to minus 125. Totals at 6.5. Toronto's plus 110 on the money line. Calgary plus 185 on the puck line. Anderson projected in net for Toronto. Smith projected in net for Calgary. Calgary is 26-5 at home this year. They're also 33-10-7 as the favorite. This Calgary offense is putting up 4.1 goals per game on average. That's second in the NHL. They're also 7-1 straight up in their last 8 games. Now, Toronto, on their side of things, they've dropped 4 out of their last 8 themselves. They also rank 25th in the NHL in shots allowed. Their opponents are getting 33 shots off per game on average against them. Now, total-wise, Toronto's 61% to the over when Freddie Anderson makes the start. Calgary, 77% to the over at home when the line was 6 or higher. Another chalky play for me in the NHL. I'm going to lean Calgary minus the $1.25 and the over 6.5 goals in that matchup there. All right, let's go ahead and slide into some college basketball. As you can see here, we're finishing up some Sunday games. But we're going to go ahead and start off with Virginia at Syracuse, and that's going to be a 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off at the Carrier Dome. The Cavaliers of Virginia opened as the 7-point favorite. Total opened 121.5. And since that one opened up, we're seeing a little bit of a fade of UVA in the early going here. We're also seeing movement upward on the total as well. That line moved up to 122.5. The spread moved down to 6.5. So once again, UVA open -7, down to -6.5. Total open 121.5, up to 122 and a hook. Right now, Syracuse is 6-3 against the number in their last 9. They're also 13-5 straight up on their home court. They're led by Tyus Battle, who's scoring 18 points per contest. They're also led by O'Shea Brissett, who's bringing down 8 rebounds a game. Now, Virginia, why am I blowing up right now? Who's texting me?
Not sure.
Maybe it's my bookie. Virginia, after last, what was it, a week and a half ago when I went 2-9 in my daily best plays. But we're back on track now. Anyway, Virginia, 157th in scoring. And by the way, I don't have a bookie. I gamble legally. Virginia, 157th in scoring. That's 71 points per contest in that category there. They also rank 140th in offensive rebounding, and they're 213th in the country in road free throw percentage, not getting it done on the stripe. Now, total-wise, Virginia 2-2 to the over in their last 4. Syracuse averaging 82 points per contest in their last couple of games. Give me Syracuse +7 after buying the half a point and the over 122.5 in that matchup there. All right, next game, it is going to be Texas. Let's go ahead and slide here. I'm covering both of these games, but I have them out of order. All right, let's do Texas at Texas Tech. Don't let me forget to do this game right here. Where's it at? That game right there.
Kansas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kansas. All right, next game. Texas at Texas Tech. 9 o'clock tip-off at Texas Tech. The Red Raiders open -9. Total open 129.5. And since that one opened up, we're seeing steady two-way action when it comes to the spread. We are seeing a little bit of movement upward on the total. That moved up to 130.5. So once again, Texas is -9. Total open 129.5, up to 130 and a hook. Texas Tech, unbelievable. They're having a great season. They're 9-1 straight up in their last 10. 7-2 against the number in their last 9. They're being led by Jarrett Culver, who's scoring 18 points per contest. He's also bringing down 6 rebounds a game. And Moretti's right behind him, scoring 11 points per contest as well. That's David Moretti. Texas Tech, they rank first in defensive field goal percentage. Their opponents are shooting just 34% from the field. That is unreal. That is unheard of. Now, their defense is allowing just 55 points per contest on their home court. So it's going to be tough to put some points up for this Texas squad. When it comes to the Longhorns, they already dropped 3 out of their last 5 games. They're also just 2-8 straight up away from home this year. They rank 228th in college basketball in road offensive rebounding. Now, when it comes to the total, Texas is 4-1 to the over in their last 5. Texas Tech 5-0 to the over in their last 5 themselves. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Texas Tech -9 and the over 130.5 in that matchup there. All right, let's go ahead and slide into Kansas State at TCU. Did not forget about it. I always do that. I always forget one game to do. It's up there on the board. Everybody's ready for it, and I blow past it and have no idea I'm doing it. All right, next and final game for our college slate. It is going to be Kansas State at TCU, 9 o'clock tip-off at Texas Christian. Now, Kansas State opened the betting as the 1-point favorite on the road here, total at 130. And since that one opened up, we're seeing steady movement toward the over. We're also seeing movement toward Kansas State. They're now -1.5, totals at 131. So once again, the Wildcats open -1, up to -1.5, total open 130, up to 131. If you like TCU in this spot here, it's going to be a really, really tough one for you. They failed to cover an 8 out of their last 10. They're also just 3-7 straight up in that same category as this folk. This is unbelievable. I got to find out who this is.
Group text.
It's a text chain. It's a group text chain. Good God. Apparently they were having open mic at their place of work. Uninvited open mic. Permission was not asked. People just showed up to their stores or retail place my buddies work at, and their customers just show up and start playing. They bring in amplifiers and everything. It's unbelievable. Yeah, It's unbelievable. Started off as an acoustic performance, and now it's just a 5-string quartet. There's drums, amplifiers. It's
Drums.
unbelievable. It's